Can the Outlaws bounce back from a defeat of 1-4 versus the Pirates? Can the Rhinos extend a 3-week winning streak? We've got the number 11, number 12 Academy League teams battling for 10th place. But I can't do this alone. Some say he took a bite out of crime, but I say he took a bite out of my sandwich, and I want it back. Gigabyte, how you doing?
You can't have it back. I'm keeping it.
Oh,
I'm
man.
not doing too bad. That was a great series for the first two games last
It
time, but
was.
now we have a Academy League matchup here. This is Outlaws versus Rhinos, a Sun Division matchup. The Outlaws currently tied for first with the Bears with a 24-16 win-loss record. The Rhinos currently tied for third with the Pirates with a 22-18. They could come out and beat the Outlaws 4-1 and take over the lead in the Sun Division, but it's going to be tough. This is a good Outlaws team. Let's see what happens.
It is. This is going to be a good one. We'll see if we have any blowouts. We seem to have a team that hasn't gone for a kickoff. That's already reminiscent of last series, which means the Rhinos are going to take this one 5-0 if history has anything to say about it.
Potentially.
Potentially they do. Michael seems to not be moving. We may have.
He does.
There he goes.
He is having ping issues from what I can see here. Looks like Medler trying to get some work in though for the Rhinos. He almost flicked it over two of them, but it does get saved away.
We'll monitor the ping like a heart surgeon on a Wednesday. But right now we're still going. Havoc's gonna come up. What? You don't understand that reference, man? I can't explain all of them.
All right.
I pity the fool who has ping issues against this guy. Mr. T's gonna come up and try and center it. Seems to be better now. Seems to have leveled out, so I think we're okay. Right now, we've just had some back and forth. Nothing huge going on other than the nearly dead Michael coming back to life. He was only mostly dead. Havoc's gonna come up. Put this one. Thank you. Medler's gonna interfere with that one though, and Mr. T's gonna have to clear it out.
Yeah, it looks like the Outlaws so far have been a little bit more on the dominant side, though, as they've kind of had the pressure down on the Rhinos. The Rhinos seeming a lot like the Express from last game. Maybe not in the dominance way, but on the quick transitions way is where they seem strongest. So they seem perfectly content to just kind of sit back on their line and wait it out.
Absolutely, and even having dominance after they were actually playing 2v2 and not 1v1, this is going to be a goal, and I pity the fool that missed that one, too.
I pity the fool with the ping connections.
Did it happen again? No.
I'm pretty sure that was a ping issue there. Michael's been having him the entire game. So
as a fellow Academy League player, I can say maybe not. It happens. I know in Champ that doesn't happen as often. Up there on your high pedestal of champness. Well, hopefully it doesn't continue. If it does, they can ask for a server reset. We're past a goal. We're past a minute. He's missed his chance now for this game. But we're going to keep going. Can they turn it around? They haven't been playing terribly, really. That was just kind of a mistake. And like you said, they're having trouble getting something going. But otherwise, it's been pretty even. Now Michael has a chance.
Wait just a little bit too long on that, though.
Yeah, about a day and a half too long. And Mr. T just taking over Medler. Medler not interfering enough on that one. Mr. T and Havoc just going to hammer it out in the corner here. And going to put that one over. Michael's going to have to come up on that one. Havoc just driving under it.
He paved the way for Pave K, but Pave K was not there.
Is it Pave K? Am I saying it wrong? Because I'll tell you, I will continue.
I think it's actually Pavic, but I was making a pun out of something that I had no idea how to make a pun out of. So mission accomplished. I'm
kind of actually sorry that I didn't start out pronouncing it wrong. Then he's trying to pave that one in, but I think he took the day off. It's a union job, so of course they get holidays off and rainy days.
The Rhinos still looking not so
great. Mr. T forgets which way he's going. And yeah, no, Rhinos not looking great. We've been in their half basically this entire game.
Yeah, so far. And the Outlaws, though, missing a bunch of good opportunities that they had as well. So they're going to have to kind of clean those up going into game number 2. They're in the lead now, but regardless of what happens, game number 2 is going to be where they have to either make it or break it. And the Rhinos, they have a lot more to clean up, though. I'm pretty sure the initial ping issues are affecting Michael still, because it just looks like a little bit. Medler, almost a nice shot there, but off the bar, and Michael's not fast enough to get there. So instead, he's going to try and pinch it back. Not going to happen. Knights will get her. Outlaws going to have to come back. This is going to be an open net opportunity.
Oh!
No, not fast enough.
That's where you've just got to turn on ball cam and watch for that guy coming up on the right and try to slam it back into him when you know he's going to clear it. Medler just missing that opportunity. Michael flipping around in the open field. He may just be looking for a swing set to swing on right now because he's not trying to play Rocket League. Medler going to come up from the crossbar. What a save from Medler to keep that one out. Now, can he go the other way? Dribbling down. He's got one left. He does. He gets around him. Pave K's going to put that one in.
Yeah, that was a really nice opportunity for Medler there. He gets it around 1, gets it around 2. There it is. Havoc gonna unfortunately put it in. So now we are all tied up here, and we are in golden goal territory. And we did just get confirmation, by the way, folks. Looks like Michael's controller disconnected. It might still be.
Ouch. That is definitely not good. And if you like that save from Medler, by the way, hashtag MLEPOTW on Twitter.
Oh.
Assigns it to the MLE Play of the Week. Don't submit that one, though, because you're going to make the Rhinos feels bad, because that was a bad shot from across the field.
Yeah, Mr. T puts it right by Michael. Michael not in a great position for it. He turns just a little bit early, instead of getting behind it and trying to push it off into his corner. Try is to get the stop, but misses it on the backflip. So now the Outlaws, they can hold this. They'll take game number 1 in pretty, well, not exactly convincing fashion, but they're going to take it 2-1.
Yeah, hard to say convincing when you're playing against 1 1/4 players, but they've done it either way. Medler now. Can he get up to it? I don't think he's going to make it. This one's going to fall. Outlaws are going to take it. Like you say, they definitely controlled the game, but it's hard to say how well when Michael seemed to be out most of the game, or at least not quite up to what he probably normally plays. So it'll be interesting to see if he's got the controller issues figured out, if there are no server issues, how the next one's going to go.
Yeah, we're going to see if they want a minute here in between. Looks like Michael is in
leaving the
fact.
match.
Yep, he's leaving the match.
All right, so folks, we are going to take a quick break and get these technical difficulties figured out, but we will be right back. Don't go anywhere. We have the rest of Outlaws v Rhinos coming up next. It's a tale as old as time. Man has controller, man breaks controller, controller breaks man. Can man
And then-
overcome technology? We're about to find out in part 2 of Rhino v Outlaws.
And then both teams join way too early before we tell them
And it
to.
does, yeah. Exactly.
Oh, that was a nice
It's
pitch
all
by Michael,
going well. Look at that. Comes back. New controller. Must have been a Razer. Not a sponsor of MLE, but I do love my Razer controller.
Yeah, PowerA is a sponsor, though,
Well,
so he must be
hey.
using a PowerA controller coming back with that one. As it so happens, I'm also using a PowerA controller right now.
I'd say I was, but I already said I wasn't, so can't even come back from that one. Still
I
like my
legitimately
controller,
am.
but I have used PowerA controllers in the past. And if you do like one of the plays that Michael makes on his PowerA controller, make sure and submit it to Twitter with the hashtag MLEPOTW. Havoc Pave K is going to outlaw the ball from his corner, and we're going the other way. And Mr. T forgot the best way to score is to hit the ball.
Mr.
And
T,
he
pity
chose
the
the
fool
other
that
way.
misses these.
Too much gold bling, keep weighing him down. Couldn't hit that one. Michael
There's
playing
a shot
across
from
the
Havoc,
goal.
but
Wow.
there it is. Almost got the save.
Almost did, reading where the ball was, but just slightly got ahead of it. And then Havoc, didn't really matter. Havoc saw where he was and hit it on the other side. And now we're tied. Much closer to this game, though.
Now, Havoc gonna take the kickoff. Mr. T gonna get a hold of it, gonna flick it over one, looking to get the score, and he will. It's gonna roll right in. Outlaws take the advantage in game 2.
Shout out to Rudy R and Twitch. Schwa hates his name being mispronounced, but Pave K. Absolutely. I will mispronounce every name I can find because that's all I have. And now the Outlaws up 2-1. Gigabyte. What happened?
Well, looks like the Outlaw. Honestly, the Rhinos just kind of getting slow to that ball. Honestly, not quite as fast as they need to be. Michael's seeming a lot better now that he has that controller, you know, reconnected, but might still be a little bit rattled from that. It looks like he's a little bit slow on the uptake as well. Meddler, definitely not great on those 50-50s either. So kind of settling those out a little bit will definitely help you out here. The Rhinos trying to get something going here, but whenever they get it into the Outlaw zone, the Outlaws are able to get it away.
They are playing that good defense and that patient defense that we saw from the Express on the Premier side. Mr. T coming up. Hi, Michael. Good stop. Good 50. Meddler coming up to help out. This has a chance, but Mr. T is there to clear it. Are we going back the other way? Mr. T's going to go way up for this one and push it forward. Hi, Michael has plenty of time to get to it, though. Clears it out a bit far, so Mr. T cutting off his own teammate. This could be dangerous. Meddler getting the paint of his car on that ball, just barely redirecting it. But now even the double commit from the Outlaws doesn't seem to matter, and we are back in the Rhinos' corner.
Yeah, now the Rhinos are going to have to try and push it out. Meddler got it over
here's
to
a chance.
him, but Havoc going to come back and save it. The Outlaws holding strong.
I absolutely did pronounce Keeg's name correctly. That's because I haven't thought of a funny way to say it yet. Don't worry, I'll get there. Michael's going to come up.
Just as long as you don't say it Gigabit, because that's 8 times less funny than Gigabit.
No, trust me. I would not say Gigabit because I respect technology way too much for that. I don't respect people, only technology. If we had a robot on one of these teams, I would say their name correctly every single time. RX489 is going to come up and take this one away. Michael's coming up for it.
Nice
Mr.
save
T
by Meddler.
just missing. Meddler coming up to save that. What a save.
But the Outlaws, they're going to be able to hold it off at center, and they're doing really well with that. Going to try and tip it in past Meddler, but Meddler going to get another one.
Get the dribble to the left side of the goal, right side for Meddler. Meddler getting over there from the far side, covering the far post like he should have been, but boy, he definitely jumped over quick. Mr. T with the big stuff on Meddler. He's going to come up, continue. Nope. Mr. T again, forgetting the ball is a very important concept in this game. He's going to finally pass it center. Meddler missing that one, and it's going to cost him. He's going to have to pay, K.
Oh, God.
It's funny you say a lot of puns, but you get mad at mine.
I laugh at the good ones.
Okay, well, I don't have good ones.
But that just happened. The Rhinos just not great on defense this game. The Outlaws just kind of taking it to them. Sure, they've been able to hold up pretty well, but that has been pretty much just a scramble and forced on their own goal line. As we see here, the Rhinos going to let that one go again, and the Outlaws are going to have it. Havoc going to put it to center. Mr. T looking for the shot, and he'll get it.
And now we're up 4-1 in the second game, and this one getting away from the Rhinos even more than the last one. Outlaws looking to go up 2-0 in this one.
Indeed. Edler going to take this kickoff. It's going to roll over into the Rhino side, but none of the Rhinos coming up for it. Going to give the Outlaws an open opportunity. Shot in for Pavik, but it's going to get sent away by Medler again, who's in a defensive tank for his team so far. Mr. T is taking another shot, but it's going to be just off the corner. Mr. T going to flick it up, robbing Pavik with the shot. And now this is an open goal opportunity. Medler going to try and put it in just a little bit far, and Pavik's going to have it.
Double commit from the Outlaws to come up and make sure that one doesn't get taken. And then we're going mid. Medler's going to come around and clear this one out.
Mr. T going to drop this one down, and that's going to be the end of the game, folks. The Outlaws will take the lead 2-0.
And handily at that, running away with this one. There's some ping issues from Michael with a 500 on that.
Yeah.
But it didn't seem to be affecting me. He seemed to be playing fine. Definitely had some good plays in there. 8 shots from the Outlaws, though, on the net. Good point spread. 600, 598, 520, respectively. So just excellent play from the Outlaws, capitalizing and keeping the ball in the Rhinos' half for what seemed like at least 3 or 4 minutes of that game.
Yeah, the Outlaws just basically controlled that ball the entire game. The Rhinos were just really slow to get to it. They just weren't challenging it. They almost looked timid to do so because they were afraid they were going to lose it. And it's like, as long as you have someone behind you, you can always go for that challenge. And you need to do that more often on the Rhinos side. So, yeah, it looks like we are going to have to do a server reset here as Michael has lost connection. So we'll be back in just a couple minutes again for game number 3 and our second break. Oh, no, actually, we're going to stay on, I guess. All right. Honestly, the Rhinos are just going to have to get significantly faster in order to make this happen because the Outlaws are just taking it to them on all sides of the court.
And hopefully the server reset does it because honestly, Michael was looking great at the beginning of that game and making some excellent plays. So it seems like they know what to do. It's just making sure they do it when they need to. Because they had plenty of opportunities when the Outlaws were either double committing or leaving the ball in the middle of the field or just missing. Mr. T missed the ball a number of times and they could have capitalized, and they just didn't. And they've got to capitalize on those mistakes.
Yeah, and if the Outlaws could capitalize on those mistakes, they'd be up a lot higher too. Because the Rhinos were definitely not capitalizing, or we're definitely making plenty of mistakes to be capitalized on. So we're waiting for this to go back up.
While we wait, folks, are you MLE members? Are you following this amazing channel so you can get Rocket League action like this every weekend? You should be. Hit that follow button. You can also join MLE. Someone will be throwing information up periodically in the chat on how you can join MLE.
And yeah, our bot will actually be putting up links to our Discord as well as to our website, mlesports.gg, and we are just getting back into this server reset game now. But so it's gonna come down to, can the Rhinos keep the speed up? Can they challenge this a bit more? And can Michael's connection hold out? Is gonna be the next thing. And if not, do they have a substitute ready to go in case it's necessary?
Which surprises me if he knows it's on his side, which typically after the second game you would know or not. Hopefully this fixes it, but if it's on his side, you have to wonder, like, is he asking for a substitute yet or not? Because that's huge. You don't want your team to come down just because your internet's crying out. but we're all in. It looks like we're going to get back to game 3. At this rate, we will have these 5 games done before the morning comes, but just.
Potentially.
So,
Right.
potentially. They're all
All
joining
right.
now, folks. We're getting started. Game 3, Rhinos versus Outlaws.
The Rhinos going to try and come back here. They've got to do something because they're currently losing 2-0, and Outlaws on a potential match point here. And they already look like they're coming to these a lot faster as Michael's going to come up and challenge that one. When he has you know, everything connected from his controller to his network cable, he's really good, but it's just if he can figure out the technical problems, he'll be much better. Medler now going to try and take this field, gets one demo on to Mr. T. Michael was a little bit too close to get a hold of that one, so he's going to have to just take it across the field out of the way of Pavic.
Mishit there is going to hurt him. Now Medler's going to have to reset again. This resetting, trying to get back upfield is never going to help. That one's going to be given to the Outlaws. No, iMichael's going to come up now. There's some faster play. Rhinos now looking a little better. They are still on that 3-week winning streak, so if they can get 3 in a row, they're going to have 4 weeks in a row winning. Can they do it? Medler going to come up, try and put this one up. iMichael still resetting, and Medler has to push him out of the way. iMichael now getting to the ball so fast, he's cutting off his teammate, and Mr. T is going to have to clear this one away, and iMichael misses that. Medler doesn't, and Mr. T again is going to own goal. Feels own goal.
Unfortunate own
goal. He pities himself.
Yeah, unfortunate own goal for the Outlaws here, and Mr. T, that's a really poor touch there, just into the opposite corner. No one can get a hold of that one. So the Rhinos going to go up 1-0 on the mistake by the Outlaws, and the Rhinos already looking much better.
Well, I said they needed to capitalize on those mistakes. It's not quite what I meant, but it works. iMichael with a scary but good save. That worked as well. Medler's going to come up. He's got a chance. No, I'm sorry. Pavic was just there. Medler now dribbling over Mr. T. Mr. T with the jumping save to keep that one out.
Almost got it done there too, did Medler, but Mr. T with the save. Pavic now going to try and dribble this right by Medler. Medler is shadowing him, but Medler's going to be able to get hold of it, and Michael sends it out and away.
Oh, iMichael getting that one done. Medler coming in to clean up. iMichael left that ball there. Mr. T goes back. iMichael puts this one towards his own net. His teammate is there, though. Medler. So far, the best shots on net have been from their own teams. Mr. T and Pavic trying to figure out how to get the ball off the wall. That was a scary way to do it, but somehow it's worked out for him so well so that Pavic has a chance, but Medler meddles like any meddler could, and he just meddled himself into a save in midfield. Doesn't count on stats, but it counts in my heart. Mr. T now going the other way, and what a back and forth that was. And Medler again with the midfield save.
Medler trying to do everything he can to get in position for a shot, and there he will get one. The Rhino's going to bring it to 2-0 with 2:09 left, and now the Rhino's starting to heat up. Michael starting to come into his own as well, as he was going for a ceiling shot in that last little cross by them, but Medler going to take it off the backboard and send it in, so Rhinos looking much better this game.
Medler taking advantage of a midfield kill, getting past Pavic and Mr. T until Pavic gets it out of the corner. iMichael with the pop, and Mr. T pops that one the other way. Pavic v Medler. Medler's going to win this one, but it's going to be midfield, and Mr. T's going to keep it there. It's kind of a panic hit, and that's not going to be good because iMichael's going to have a chance now. Pavic has to make a flip to save that one, and Mr. T does what Mr. T does and takes out iMichael. Medler going to go up. He's got a chance to tip this one in. He does. Medler puts it up 3-0.
Medler just takes it right over him, sees the miss, is ready for it, and it goes right behind Mr. T into the bottom right corner. Medler ready for it and takes advantage. And that's going to put this game pretty far out of the way for the Outlaws. The Rhinos, all they have to do is hold out now.
Indeed. Mr. T coming up. He's going to do a little air dribble. Hull is the other way, though. Medler's going to come out, go back the other direction. Mr. T stops him. Good 50-50 in the midfield. Mr. T takes advantage of iMichael's miss. Havoc, both of the Outlaws coming off of that ball. That was not great timing. Now Pavic's got a chance to put it on. And iMichael with the big save flying across the net. Now Mr. T's going to put this one mid.
The Rhinos now kind of holding up on their own goal line, trying to get something out. The Outlaws finally starting to take it to them in this game number 3. The Outlaws not ready for what they came out with this game. But now that Michael has, all the issues figured out, and it looks like he's going to have a shot here, and he will. Puts it out around the Outlaw challenger, and Rhino's going to go up 4-0.
Definitely report that last server to Psyonix, because this one is better for him. Outlaws feeling the heat now, and they're going to have to say goodbye to this game and come back in the next one and hope that they can do more of what they did in the first two. There's 30 seconds left, 4 shots. I would love to see it, but I don't think it's going to happen.
Yeah, I don't think it's going to happen either. Medler puts this one up. Michael's coming up for it. Pavic goes up for the block, and Mr. T going to send this one back as well. Pavic looking for the shot off the corner. No, Michael's not there. No one's there. Pavic going to try and tip it in. Michael is there, though. He's going to take it away. And he's going to try and take it upfield himself. This is an open net opportunity. He will get it past Pavic, and the Knights are going to take it 5-0. Or Rhinos, sorry. Excuse me.
Absolutely. iMichael with that great dribble off the wall, keeping the ball going. Definitely looking like a solid player this game. iMichael with 2-0-2-3 on the stats. 2 goals, 2 saves, 3 shots. Medler with a fabulous 3 goals, 4 saves, 4 shots. And the Rhinos are going to take that one. And now that we have a full Rhinos team, and that is 2 players and 2 full controllers apparently, and a working internet connection. What did the Outlaws do?
Pear tree?
Yeah, and a 6-pack if they keeps going. I guess the Rhinos will probably celebrate at some point. What do the Outlaws need to do differently now that they've seen what the Rhinos can do when they're at full capacity?
Well, now the Outlaws just seem to be getting outplayed on defense. They need to find a way to come up with those saves, and the clears especially, because when you let it in their zone too long, the Rhinos have been taking advantage of it spectacularly. So if the Outlaws can get those clears away, get it out of their zone, make sure that the Rhinos have to work to keep it in there, they'll be doing all right.
Absolutely, and we're going to get into game number 4 now. Rhinos looking to get 4 weeks of wins in a row. Can they do it? That last game says yes. And I didn't see anything to make me think otherwise just yet, because boy, they definitely handled that one as well as they could. This one's going to go to the Rhino side on the kickoff. Pavic's going to come up, keep it in that corner. And Medler's going to go for possession here. Get a little tip on it. Go around Mr. T. Get a little tip. And what a 50. And oh, a save!
And the save's not there, though, on the second one. Medler can't come up with it. Pavic going to come up and finish it off.
That save from iMichael, just so beautiful. And Medler just having to panic back from that big 50-50 that started all of that. And now the Outlaws find themselves up 1-0.
Yeah, the Outlaws definitely coming back better, taking it to the Rhinos this time. They know that the Rhinos are not going to sit around anymore, but there's a shot for Medler. No, it's going to get sent away by Pavic. Now they have the opportunity again, though. Michael's coming in for it. Pavic tips it away. Medler into the corner. Going to send it in. It's going to go to center, but Mr. T is going to block it. iMichael, last one back. He's going to be able to send it into their corner, so out of danger for the moment.
Mr. T putting it center, but Medler's going to be there to clear it up. He's going to clear it up to iMichael, who demos Havoc handily. Medler does not get enough of this one, so that's going to fall a little short. Havoc's going to have plenty of time to come up on this one. He's given iMichael about a day and a half to read a book, have a drink, make some dinner, and then come up and make that shot, which he does.
Yeah, this is a great... iMichael just able to take that away from Pavic. Pavic just let that one go. And Mr. T not ready to come up with that one. So iMichael tying it up for the Rhinos, and we're just under a minute elapsed. Or just over.
Twitch chat asking what car Meddler is driving. I had thought the Nimbus. Twitch chat is saying McLaren maybe, or Indo. I really had thought the Nimbus at first. I had driven it a bit, but I didn't get enough chance to see the front of it. Whatever it is, it's working right now. Havoc's going to come up, try and clear this one out. Mr. T is going the other way to be defensive, which he needs to be because iMichael is coming up, and Mr. T was not there, but iMichael could not get the double tap. Now, Mr. T just clearing out his own teammate and the ball, and it's working. He's got a chance, and he forgets to hit the ball for a third time this game, and that cost him. This time he hits it, and Meddler is there. What a save from Meddler.
Meddler absolutely ready to come up with that one. Now, the Outlaws, though, off of a miss from iMichael, gonna come up and try and deal something with it. Meddler tips him out of the way, though. Mr. T trying to get something with it again, but Meddler tips him out of the way again. Michael gonna take it up the wall. Can he do anything with it up here? No, he's gonna go right underneath it, and that's gonna be Outlaw ball.
Outlaws are going to take it handily towards the goal, but Meddler is there. He's got time. iMichael. Again, the rotation from the Rhinos looking pretty darn solid right now. Mr. T trying and clearing this one back to his teammate, but his teammate was clearing out, so that didn't work. Now he's going to have to turn around and do something with it again. He's going to put it off the wall. Meddler is there. Meddler has time to do something with it. Mr. T is going to get back around, though. Now, Mr. T, off the wall. Can he do it? Can he pass? He's got it past iMichael. Pitch from Meddler, and iMichael is going to send this one into the Outlaws' corner.
Havoc going to try and take it back out, but Michael is there to try and challenge it, and so unfortunately they both lose it. Meddler going to try and take it off the wall, looking for the double touch. He's not going to be able to connect with it, though, and now it's an open shot for Outlaws, but the bump!
The bumps! iMichael, 2 bumps in a row to clear both Outlaws players past the ball. It's not going to matter, though. What a dribble from Mr. T to put it past Meddler and put the Outlaws back up.
Mr. T taking this all the way in himself, flicks it over Meddler on that last little rotation there, and that's going to be a slow one, but it is going to go in. Mr. T bringing it back to 2-1. Outlaws lead.
Outlaws trying to kill that win streak that the Rhinos have going. Rhinos trying to keep it going, and iMichael, what a good job, trying to do a little dribbling of his own. He said, if Dwight can do it, I can do it too. Meddler's going to put it off the wall. Is iMichael there? He had plenty of time. He got there a little late, so Mr. T's going to have time. It was going to be wide anyway. Havoc's going to put it back up the other way to where Meddler says no. Mr. T has to make the flying upward save. iMichael going for a bit of the panicked hit, but Meddler is there to keep it on that side. Now big 50-50 in the air, but both of them forgot to hit the ball. They just went for a big high five. I don't think they know you don't get high five points until a goal has actually been scored. And now Meddler's got time to dribble. It's not enough, though. iMichael's going to come up. He's going to put this one off the wall, and so far we've just got some back and forth with a minute left.
We do, in fact. Mr. T going to try and flick that over Meddler, but Meddler not having it. He's going to try and put it into center now. It's going to go off the wall, looking for his teammate Michael. Michael going to biff the shot, though, and Mr. T's going to have this one out. Havoc is in front of him, so he's going to try and get the pass out, but Meddler is going to block it.
Havoc hitting that one up too high and not enough forward. Mr. T using iMichael to push that one forward. Meddler with the big 50-50 in midfield to keep this one going towards the Outlaw side, which it does. iMichael has this one centered. Havoc needs to hit it off the wall. He forgets the ball. Mr. T does it this time. There is an open net. Can an Outlaw get there? They can. They're going to go up 3-1.
Yeah, Mr. T does come up and grab a hold of this one, even though he's out of boost the whole time. Both of the Rhinos trying to get back. Michael goes for the block, but he's going to end up touching it in anyway. So the Outlaws will take game number, what are we on? 3, 4, 4? 4?
We are on game number 4.
Yeah, so the Outlaws will take game number 4 and the series as well. But the Rhinos going to have the opportunity to bring it back to a 3-2 in game 5.
They are, and those games still very important. Such a close race in that league. Outlaws, really, they won by 2, but it was a very close game, even though Rhinos only 3 shots on net. But boy, the Rhinos definitely kept some pressure on the Outlaws side for a lot of that game.
Yeah, they did, but unfortunately, their opportunities just weren't quality. They didn't make much of them. The Outlaws lit up a lot better on defense this game. They definitely came out and really shored up their weaknesses that we saw last time.
They did. Internet controller, it doesn't matter at that point when the Outlaws are playing that well. Rhinos are not having any of it. They're not able to take care of it. Again, good point distribution from the Rhinos, so I still like seeing this, that the Rhinos are definitely rotating extremely well. And so if they can just start capitalizing on those mistakes that are clearly there with time to get there, they definitely have a chance to take this last game. We'll see if they can. Rhinos v Outlaws. Last chapter starts now. Michael's going to come up off the kickoff, after the kickoff, put this one center. And Meddler's going to miss it. And this isn't going to start well for the Rhinos because Mr. T's going to be able to build a deck in the back of his house and then come back in and take that one.
Yeah, both of the Rhinos went for that shot. Unfortunately, Mr. T just got there a little bit quicker than both of them, and he puts it in off the redirect. So Outlaws off to an early 10-second lead.
Chat cheering for Pave K. His name really is Pavic, so I apologize, but love you, chat folks, coming in and supporting these teams. Are you members? Are you following? You should be. You can be. Get on it and submit your plays of the weeks at the same time. This isn't going to be one of them. Mr. T going to come in for that big bump on the other side. And Mr. T now, with the 420 goal, 40 seconds in, he's going to be having the Outlaws up 2-0.
Yeah, Mr. T doing all the work for the Outlaws right now. Both of these goals belong to him. Pavic playing support for him right now, but at that point, you're kind of just willing to. You know, if you have a teammate lighting up, why not just kind of play support for him and let him have his own?
Absolutely. If it's working, keep it working. Meddler's going to come up. Good hit past Mr. T. Michael just missing.
To the bar.
To the bar. The third man on the Outlaws team killing that one.
The bar down and out. Unfortunate. Happens to everybody, though. It's going to be how they react to that that's going to matter. Michael going to send that one away. Going to follow it into the corner as well. Going to try and set it out for his teammate. Not going to get contact with it, though. Pavic going to have the ability to steal it away, and he will. But Michael puts it right back on. That's going to center. But Mr. T able to get it away again.
And gets demoed as he puts this one on net to let Pavic take it. Pavic, remember in Mr. T's honor that he can also pity the fool. All of a sudden, Outlaws up 3-0.
Yeah, Outlaws, they're looking real strong here. They're looking like they're going to take this one 4-1 if this continues. The Rhinos, they got to bring something to them soon, though. Otherwise, it will go 4-1 in the Outlaws' favor. Mr. T almost putting that one on target, too, off of the miss from the Rhinos. And that's going to be an open shot for Pavic, and he's going to score.
And all of a sudden, this game just turning a totally different direction from the last one. Outlaws just feasting on the Rhinos the way we saw in the last series with the Express. Can the Rhinos answer? We know they have the ability. They just need to settle down, take a breath, and make some good plays.
Mr. T
Michael has it in the Outlaws half, but Pavic's going to clear it out, and this is going to be another dangerous play for the Rhinos until Meddler's going to come up finally and clear this one out.
Something else I've noticed about the Outlaws is that they're looking for those physical plays, those bump plays. I mean, the Rhinos are too a little bit, but it's more on the defense to prevent a goal. The Outlaws are trying to use it more proactively to try and create opportunities. Pavic, every time he passes it in for Mr. T, he's looking for a bump. He's looking to move someone out of the way to let his teammate quite literally.
What a save! Sorry to cut you off. What
You're
a
good.
play
That
from
was a nice
Pavic.
save.
Mr. T passing it across the goal. Pavic hitting it back towards the far post. And Meddler with the big save, keeping the Rhinos from going down 5-0. And I agree, yeah, definitely we've seen the Rhinos make amazing bumping plays. This one's going to go in finally. Meddler's going to give them a goal. We've seen the Rhinos make great bumping plays, and I agree, now that you say that, I can't remember one that was offensive. They were all like coming out of the net or moving forward from their third rather than hey, we're near the net and I'm making a big play.
Yeah, the Outlaws, like I said, in comparison to that, are using bumps more proactively, trying to find a play to make. And Pavic has been, well, my pun from earlier holds firm. He's been paving the way for his teammate. But Mr. T gonna flick it out to him. Michael gonna miss that touch though, and Mr. T opportunity. Medler puts it into his corner. Pavic looking for the shot, not gonna go, and no one's gonna be there to return it either. So Medler's gonna have a chance to send this one back.
Medler putting it in from the air. Nice. What a stuff! What a stuff from above. There's a one to clip, folks. Put that one into Twitter. Hashtag MLE POTW, MLE's play of the week. What a shot from Medler to put the Rhinos within 2.
Yep, Medler going to stuff the save on that one, dropping it right in. So now Pavic on the kickoff. Dropped down by Medler. Medler's looking for something, looking for a teammate, anything. Pavic can't come up with it, but Mr. T is there. He's going to be able to get out of danger for now. But it's not clear yet. He's going to tip it over one, gets demoed for his trouble, but Medler is there. Pavic pushing up a little bit too far. This could be dangerous. He's going to send it out. Michael's not there. Michael misses the touch. Pavic, he's going to have a chance to send it in. No, he's not going to be able to. Can Mr. T come up and finish it off? He's going to look to flick it over one. He doesn't. Medler gets the save.
And Pavic had another bump on Medler. Medler recovering amazingly well from Pavic's bump to be able and make the save on Mr. T's shot. Now this is going to be a bad hit. Medler's going to have a chance to put this one on. And he will, folks.
Suddenly, it's looking much closer than it had been 2 minutes ago. The Rhinos, they're starting a comeback, and they might be able to finish it off, but the Outlaws, they just got to hold out at this point.
It's true, but, you know, and again, we were on the Rhinos side for so long there, and Medler just capitalized on one Outlaws mistake. And granted, they need to do that, but they also need to not be stuck on their third for most of the game, and I can't believe how close that one was. I feel like Medler came off of that thinking it was in and did not realize Mr. T was there, and that is going to hurt him if they lose this one.
Yeah, in fact, he could have had that opportunity, and he did have the opportunity, but he just let it go. You gotta score him. You gotta confirm him, no matter how bad it looks. You gotta confirm him.
Yeah, and it's not even one of those that he rolled along with it. Like, he turned away from it, and that's just gonna hurt you. Michael now having to do something against Pavic. He had nothing. Medler has nothing against Pavic's 50-50 in the air there. Now Michael and Medler double committing on the defensive side. Could be bad. Pavic's going to keep it in their corner. Pavic's going to put it mid. Bump from Michael. Again, the defensive bumps from the Rhinos. 9 seconds left. Can the Rhinos tie it up? They're not going to be able to, folks. Outlaws go up by 2 with 5 seconds left.
Mr. T takes this one off the wall, jumps over, avoids the bump. I'm gonna give a little drop shot, bounce over the Rhino defender, who was Medler, I believe, and that's gonna be it. The Outlaws are gonna take this game 5-3 and the series 4-1.
And I definitely feel bad for the Rhinos just having issues in the beginning, but in these last 2 games, they didn't capitalize on so many chances. I can't feel bad for that long. So many opportunities that they just kind of let fall. When they were doing, honestly, so well on the defensive side, for the most part, to hold the Outlaws off in general, that they weren't capitalizing on the offensive side. Michael, with only 200 points in that one, when he had clearly had an amazing game 3, they just couldn't get anything going.
Yeah, no, they couldn't. Well, that'll be all for me tonight. Schwa will still be here, but that was Outlaws versus Rhinos. We'll be back with one more Academy League matchup in just a few minutes. Stick around.